I love that song.
I can't be the clussy lover this time. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives. Fighting words so bad. Anyway, monologues. Guys, your character are applause. Alright guys, we gotta show how quirky I am. So you know what?
Yeah.
3 things I like. Main character syndrome. I'm gonna just choose these absurdly and just see what the game gives me. Retro games. Fighting in the shipping wars. I'm a day 1 combatant.
I'll take. Step on me.
You know, I got that wolf in me. Come in a sign.
He's got that dog in him.
That was so cringe, Michael.
But then we remind ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. Oh, but then we reminded!
Oh, this game
Michael, I didn't know you had these feelings for me.
Yo, no.
Owen and Doug are assigned to judge the competitive tarot tournament. You and Zoe have time to kill and decide to tag along.
Okay, I got this.
Oh my god, Jacqueline!
Yo, judges! We need a ruling over here.
Oh my god, it's Doug. I love Doug. What's the problem? I run a competitive tarot club in the middle school, so I can probably help.
Yeah, my opponent cheated. Shadow 9 of Wands, which can only be played during the fortune phase if it's in the future position. Unless I have enough political Cosmo Guardian on the battlefield, which I do. She's lying to try and get me disqualified.
Okay, I have no idea what most of those words meant. I bet it's changed a lot since my day. But I've got a copy of the rulebook. It's only 74 pages long. I bet I'll get the gist if I speed read BRB.
What am I gonna be women?
I can be Amin and you can be Zoe.
Okay.
Who played this card here? I admire its avatar and rippling pectorals. I played it. It's my Mercury card.
Boop.
I see. You should win. This Mercury avatar is hot, both in the attractive way and the closest planet to the sun way.
Ooh, what about this one? What's this guardian called?
Venus, according to the text printed beneath that boobily breasted bust of a cosmic woman.
Yeah, she seems sexy. I ship her with Mercury. Their ship name would be Summer Lovin'.
All of this is irrelevant to the card game.
Their love isn't irrelevant to me. This conversation is cutting into your valuable flirting with your friends time. Figure out which player cheated so everyone will move on. Liar pants on fire, right? Throw a lit match on your pants and see who burns.
Your Honor, his pants are on fire, therefore he was lying. Throws a lit match.
I kind of want to set their pants on fire. No, setting it on fire is funnier.
Zoe, would it be morally permissible to light someone on fire in this context?
I mean, the saying does go like that, and I don't think it's evil if it's in the name of investigation.
Yes, give me some matches.
Omen lights both of the players' pants on fire. They howl and writhe in burning agony.
Burn, 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 burn. Gasp indeed. Fire is so breathtakingly beautiful.
Oh no! I was gasping at the plot twist. Both of them cheated.
Despicable. You deserve your horrid fate, you filthy cheaters.
Let's use this as a teachable moment to remember that cheaters never prosper, Omen.
I see that clearly now. Cheaters are so flammable. We should have more teachable moments involving fire.
I found a rule. The elliptical guardian does allow the Nine of Wands to be played during the fortune phase, but not if Venus is also in play. He did cheat.
Yeah, duh. They both cheated. Look at they're both liars with flammable pants.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, I think you're better off not playing this game anymore, bud. Just look at what happened to these two. You all decide to treat yourself to some takoyaki to celebrate
Yum.
great judges.
Sometime later, you're chilling in the hotel with Zoe and Nico when Doug bursts into the room like a socially awkward bull.
I'm freaking out. This is the best day of my life. I'm gonna throw up. Someone call my mom.
Whoa. There's a lot to unpack there. What's going on?
I entered a raffle this morning thinking the prize was rare pogs, but it turns out it was for lunch with an actor named Keanu Reeves, and I actually won.
Wait, is the other raffle still going on? How rare are those pogs?
Did we focus? I'm about to meet a celebrity I've never even heard of, and I'm not at all prepared. I wrote some icebreakers down, but they ain't got smudged. How is you the weather? A good conversation starter.
Sure, if you want the follow question to be, are you having a stroke?
That is a good conversation starter right there, though. Don't worry, Doug. We can help you. We'll make sure you make a great impression with the power of friendship.
Why are you like Deku? Why are you like Deku voiced right now?
Look.
That's exactly how Brandon Rogers would sound like.
I like watching a lot of My Hero Academia. I like this mac and cheese. My decaroni and cheese.
What should we do?
Disgusting.
Give him an earpiece and feed him lines? Right, Ron? Cyrano style?
Actually, I was gonna suggest I whip up some Doug cosplay and go in his place. But your idea's better.
Go in his place. That's so crazy.
15 minutes later, Doug sitting across from Keenan Reem while you, Zoe, and Nico watch them from the window with a walkie-talkie.
It's really, really, really nice to meet you, sir. I'm Keenan. I'm Keenan? No, wait. You're I knew that. My name's Dennis?
The menace?
Uh-oh, he's dying out there.
Do not panic, Doug. Wink at him. Cool people are always winking.
Can Doug wink? Does he even have eyelids?
Does he?
Oh, good question. Doug, do you have eyelids? Zoe and Nico are many wonderful things, but good wing people isn't one of them. Fan fiction does not count as experience. Feed Doug some lines so he makes a good impression on this celebrity. This is your chance to make up a cool backstory for Doug. Feed him an alternative biography through that earpiece. Honesty is the best policy. Confessing you're pulling a Cyrano, it's bound to be a great icebreaker as well.
I'm so sorry!
It's my choice now. Free will is a myth. Thank you a lot, Sydney.
I'm so sorry!
Okay. Let's pretend that free will exists in this world. He could own a jet ski. He's always dreamed of owning a jet ski, I'm pretty sure.
I'm so sorry, Michael.
It's okay if I've accepted free will as a myth already.
Which one were you going to choose?
I was thinking about it. I was likely gonna choose the bottom one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to go up and down, but except I clicked enter.
No, or what? No, but imagine I'm saying this to guilt you even more.
This is why I
I'm
can't have
so
nice things.
sorry. Good idea.
Quick, get in the character.
But the sky is... I need to get character.
Oh my god, is that Miku?
Oh my god, Miko, hi.
Good idea, Nico, but the sky's the limit. Let's think something bigger.
What if Doug is a secret agent here on an assignment?
Okay, I fuck with that. But let's make Kian part of the backstory. This lunch was set up by Doug's agency, so he can recruit Keenan for a secret mission. Doug has to infiltrate the Academy Awards, and the only way to do it is by being a celebrity +1.
Smart. Now Doug gets to attend the Academy Awards. I've done like 3 different voices for him at this point.
Kiss?
Maybe. In spy movies, they're always kissing as a technique to lay low and avoid getting their cover blown.
Am I gonna kiss Keenan?
Get
Yeah, it looks
yaoi.
like it.
I think because people feel self-conscious when they stare directly at 2 strangers kissing.
Why?
I've got an idea. What if afterward, Doug and Keenan, now still hear me on this, escape the Academy Awards on a jet ski? A few minutes of Doug explaining your expertly crafted backstory later.
So, yeah, you gotta keep in mind that there might be explosions. But don't worry, if the situation gets hairy, we can always escape in my, jet ski?
You say, Keenan, you own a jet ski? Those are so cool!
They are, aren't they?
Man, a secret agent and you own a jet ski? It almost feels like I'm the one who won this lunch with you.
Oh, that's so nice. Let's say we're both winners.
Time for us to yaoi kiss. You and your friends made Doug's dreams come true and gave him an imaginary jet ski. You gain +2 creativity and lose -2 charm. It's almost like free will doesn't exist.
Oh, charm?
Let's go over to the lobby.
Lobby?
The
Like
lobby.
a more bold?
I'm gonna be very bold.
Oh, Dio! That's so awesome.
Later, you walk past the con jail, the room where rule breakers go to think about what they've done. Spot some familiar faces among the inmates. I hate you, Omen. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't stolen that plushie and made a big scene.
Look, I am a boob inspector. It was the seller who made the scene. I was simply matching his energy. Objection! You have nothing to fear. Your attorney is here. I'll get you 2 out of this faster than you can say objection.
Objection! We're fucked.
Officers, how long do you intend to keep my clients behind bars?
Well, they tried to steal, so I was thinking we'd keep them at least overnight.
Overnight.
Perhaps we could commute their sentences. Instead of staying overnight in con jail, they could spend 3 years in regular prison. That sounds more convenient.
Fuck, Nico.
Don't worry. Everyone knows that legally 1 day of con jail equals 5 years of prison. You're getting the better end of the deal here.
That's absurd, untrue, and definitely not something anybody know.
Dibs on the top bunk when we get to prison.
We are not going to prison.
Now with that attitude, if that is a trick to try and get the top bunk first, be assured that I will shank you. My redemption arc means nothing in jail.
Nico might actually be onto something. Surely, you can broker a deal with the guards to bail Omen and Liam out of jail. But what?
I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm not gonna
And play
touch
this
anything.
song.
Radio song. All
Hey,
right.
hey, hey,
Cock
this
doodler.
Party in the what?
I'm sorry.
Read your
Sorry, I read ahead.
read your option, Jason, for the sake of entertainment.
All right, yeah. I was hoping I could just stay quiet and tell you my option afterwards. Tell the guards that Omen and Liam can offer valuable insight into catching SpookyCon's biggest criminal. The cock. Dude, all right, let's do the second one.
That would be great, actually. The cock doodler has been a thorn in my diaper all weekend.
Check all the places the cock doodler has vandalized. It seems that no wall, floor, or distracted person's shirt is safe from the reign of phallic terror.
I'm about to bring cock stickers to every con now.
Yay!
I bet that guy's the cock doodler. He has an evil, lusty look in his eyes.
You can't just keep pointing out random people and asserting that they're a cock doodler.
Anyone can doodle cock if they've tried hard enough. I've seen the movie Superbad. Why not? Statistically speaking, I have to be right eventually. Nah, you gotta follow the facts. We're dealing with someone with an artistic flair, a disdain for the status quo, and a love of cock. Liam, I'm afraid that makes you our pride suspect.
My love of cock has always been held to a perfectly legal standard.
Oh, look, it must be that girl. Just look at her shifty gaze.
What did I tell you?
Actually, partner, I think she's right about this one. That girl's eyes are very shifty.
What? Okay, whatever. We gotta wrap this case up anyway, or the chief's gonna be pissed. Let's bring her in. What?
It'll be okay, ma'am. If you need a lawyer, call Nico Sharp, face attorney at law.
The law is truly in shambles.
Then it's a good thing we were there. That was some excellent sleuthing. Omen, good job catching the perp. Oh no, you misunderstand. I am the cock dealer. I merely seized the opportunity to frame someone else for the crime. Boob Inspector,
Damn it, Omen.
cock doodler myself.
You know that as your Redemption Arc program sponsor, I have to scold you for breaking the law. But more than that, as a yaoi connoisseur, I have to teach you how to draw better cocks. Thus, your police investigation ends with an erotic art lesson. Only at SpookyCon, eh?
I was just a slow.
Every
Keanu! Keanu Reeves! Keanu Reeves.
Owen Wilson.
What's that
Wow.
fucking guy? Who plays the
Wow.
Grinch again? What's his name?
Wow. Jim Carrey?
Jim
Wow.
Carrey. I feel like I would be unsurprised by any of them being a furry.
Okay, Owen Wilson, I can actually admit that I'd be a little in the lesser running, because he would be those aerosexuals that are attracted to airplanes, because Owen Wilson voiced the Cars, and it's implied he might be into underage cars.
Underage cars?
Because there's a deleted scene in the Cars movie where it's like, he makes a joke of Lightning McQueen saying, what? Like, it's like, I need to find it, but it's the nonsensical thing where it's like, whoa, I don't, no, officer, I'm sorry. I didn't know that car was still in, I don't know, high school.
Boo!
I know you're last.
What?
You're gonna be last.
Why?
Because of your little weird ass pedo story.
Look, I did not make the Cars deleted scenes.
Boo! To jail with you.
Anyway,
Okay.
Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey. I feel like both of them could be furries.
I feel like it would be more unsurprising for Jim Carrey to be part of the furry community just because how silly he is. Also, he already did in Grinch Face.
No, I feel like Keanu Reeves, I can see him being
I feel
more.
like also the Grinch is a furry.
No, I think Keanu Reeves has a higher chance of being a furry than Jim Carrey. Because hear me out.
Yes.
No, hear me out.
I don't want to hear it.
Keanu Reeves likely would have a fursona of a wolf. Jim Carrey, I imagine more.
You're making headcanons.
Okay, the question itself is making a headcanon. Because think of it like this.
Headcanon about my favorite actor?
I
like,
feel like,
okay,
I feel
we're
like
not-
Jim Carrey would be.
You're saying that because you're trying to associate the fact he wore a Grinch outfit.
I'm gonna be for real. Yeah, that, especially that. But yeah, it would be unsurprising if Jim Carrey was a furry in some sense.
Yeah, but it'd be unsurprising, but secretly.
It'd be unsurprising
It's about how
because that's the
unsurprising
point.
it is. What do you mean secretly?
You know what? I don't know why I went in that Cars ramble. I should have made the effort to try saying Owen Wilson could be a furry because I imagine him being like the Shaggy Dog.
It's too bad. You started on your fucking car pedophile arcs, and I had to stop you.
Friends!
Wait, the yang. Fuck.
Bruce!
Fuck, man.
Fuck who?
Now I wasn't intending to, but now I feel like I have to.
Why?
I feel like I have to.
Can't even talk to her because you already have access to the.
Do it for Bruce. Hey, Michael, you want to voice this character?
Yeah, you voice her.
I'm gonna give her the most annoying woman voice I can. I'd love to, but I don't have the time. If I'd sold at least one fanzine.
I'm also gonna be honest with you. I don't like her, so this voice is perfect.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get a sexy woman. All right, let's go. One more line.
Michael will not be dissuaded.
Great. See you in a moment.
Is that supposed to be your sexy voice?
I'm a man, Sydney. I can't be a sexy woman yet. I'm a DIY gal. I love making stuff on my own, but it'd be nice to have someone to exchange cool ideas for zines and other art projects with. And who knows? Maybe collaborating on a fanzine could mean we end up having a different type of collaboration. Get it?
Trying to smash. Michael, you fool, you buffoon. I'm actually going for Omen.
Are we?
Yeah, we're going for a walk. Just
I
to
like
see
how-
that piece of paper to the right. You and Omen go on a lovely stroll through the park. Reminisce about their villain days, a favorite conversation of theirs. This time it's focused on an old grimoire they used to have, and all the magical havoc they used to wreak with it. Ah, the glory days. Too bad we can't get them back. Or can we?
Humans, though, visit an art museum. Seeing so much art makes Zoe reflect on her own craft and legacy. Lately, the success of Liam Prom has made her think, can she create something worthy of being taught in the art history classes of tomorrow? That would surely be one hell of an art history class. The con is a whirlwind of activity and overstimulation. Wink, nudge, wink, nudge. But somehow you find time to work on your comic.
Are you saying we're gonna fucking dissociate with all the fucking overstimulation?
Perhaps. What's stopping you from fulfilling your wildest dreams? Oh, this is me. This is a question for
Yes,
me.
this is for you.
You accidentally glue your hands together. Wrong. A magical talking dog told you not to feel them. Wrong. You're not too focused on being you're too focused on being a babe magnet. Wrong. Wii Sports.
Wii Sports. So true, bestie, so true. My turn. Why did I get kicked out of the bowling alley? For winning every time. You put your...
Oh. Anyway,
Shit, I actually might do that.
I'm
For
sorry.
making a very believable horse sound. For licking every ball to make sure they are balls and not cake. It's called the scientific method. Or for stabbing your opponent in one eye to mess with their death. Let's do the first one.
That's
For moaning
so
every time you
funny.
put your fingers in the balls.
Damn!
I'm the bowling
I've
ball.
lost so much creativity. But
You're welcome.
that's fun.
Oops, all fun. It's all about the funs.
Later, you're waiting for a Yang Yang as you two made plans to explore the world together. But she hasn't shown up yet. Eventually, she calls you.
I am so sorry, but I have a problem at the printing shop. Can you come help me?
Who would Oz be? Not everyone's go-to Mix It. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mix?
Yeah, that got me so off guard.
You go to the shop and find Yang Yang holding up the line for the printer.
Hey, so yeah, I was trying to print some extra zines real quick. Because I sold more copies than I planned for.
What is his voice?
I never thought I'd sell more than 8 zines. Is this
said-
how
you said to do
stardom
this.
feels?
I guess. Good for you! What's going on with the printer though?
I don't know. I've tried everything, but it's not working. I have a theory though. A theory of everything. I think someone's living inside this printer.
What?
Nani?
I know it sounds crazy, but look.
Yang Yang types, is there someone living in this printer? Into the computer and prints it. A page prints out and it reads, no. Okay, yeah, that's suspicious.
I don't know what to do. The zines are selling like hotcakes, and I should strike magazines.
Okay.
The phrase magazine, and I should strike while the iron's hot. But how am I supposed to print anything like this?
Really? A conundrum.
God, I hope nothing bad happens to the ghost
What
inside
to
the
do
printer.
with someone- Also, I really don't want to read. I'd rather force labor upon people than read.
Great idea.
You should hike up a mountain to find a monastery where monks still practice the ancient art of writing in cursive.
They do that?
Hi. I was wondering if you guys do copying services. I need 50 copies of my zine pronto.
Sure.
Oh my god, it's Kratos.
You want to be Kratos?
Okay,
Nah.
this moment. Oh, okay. Okay. I see how it is.
Sure, we may have surrendered our attachment to material things, but we gotta make money to rent this amount somehow.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Oh my, this is quite
Ah.
lewd.
Well, sex sells, especially weird indie sex.
Boop.
I see. Brother Lawrence, how are you transcribing this artwork of a large-breasted candelabra? Brother Lawrence doesn't make his answer, but you can see him sweating profusely.
Oh, you like Candela Boob. I wrote a whole series on her. Check it out.
Why did it get worse? Why did it get worse?
To build a mood.
Hands out some signs that make Brother Lawrence faint dead away. I see. Are these for sale?
Yep.
In the end, Yang Yang ends up leaving with 45 copies of her designs and a little more money in her pocket.
I searched up Candela to understand what a candela was, and I typed in Candela boob. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. God, where's my
sad
rum?
boy hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like the things that I...
Everybody shut the fuck up right now! I have glorious news! I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days! I found time to check my old evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the back rooms. The owner was irritated, but he could not make an omelet without breaking a few toilets. Or however the saying goes. Good for you, Wallman. What spell are you gonna cast first?
Oh, you did. You changed his voice.
I've changed it like 4 times at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna keep doing that.
It's like the adjustment. I'm like the worst part of a long Let's Play where they do it over time, but mine is it happens in the same Let's Play. Good question. One of my followers was an incantation.
One of my
Was
followers.
good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die.
You're not gonna do that one, are you?
Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug. You'll love this. Corpus Inversium Mysticum. Why do you look the same, Nico? We're already inside out or something? Oh, you try to cast it on me?
I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and prison in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing.
Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic.
Yeah, it's like when you're making brownies, but forgot to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class. Stat. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic.
Fear Magneto!
Do the first one.
For mutant kind! That presents the same problem, idiot. Guns are fueled by magic, which I cannot cast. I'm like 65 sure guns aren't fueled by magic. Wait, really? So any old fool can use them? Pretty much. What a wonderful world, eh? Then I must obtain one. Are guns difficult to get?
I'm no expert, but they're deadly weapons, so I imagine it'll be hard. 30 minutes later, woman walks out of the gun store with a pistol in her pocket.
Well, that was easy.
America.
Now to put the
God bless.
deadly baby to use.
Should we go to a shopping range or something? Shouldn't the gun would be more fun if you had a target to aim at?
Doug. Anything can be a target if you use your imagination.
Is she gonna start shooting Nico? Okay, great.
Omen shoots some poor sap across the street. He was jaywalking, so you guess he kind of deserved it?
It was self-defense!
Excuse me, miss. Did you just shoot that innocent bystander?
Yes, but you see, I had a very good reason for doing so. I wanted to.
Fair enough, but you gotta have a license to carry a firearm. You know what the punishment for not having one is?
No, what is it?
A warning. Consider yourself warned. Carry your license, young lady.
And remember, civilians are only allowed to shoot 4 people per day.
Oh shoot, I didn't get my other 3 in.
But between you and me, if you claim it was self-defense, you could squeeze in a few more for free.
I did.
Holy shit! You live in hell. But at least Omen's happy with their new gun.
Let's go. Time is money.
Time is money. Where you wanna go, bitch?
Alright, main stage. Afterward, you decide to check out the nerdy lingerie stand for scientific reasons. I'm so throwing over one of the display items.
Hey, Magna.
Ah,
You
ew.
stare at Garfield's lasagna lingerie too? I need that furry thong on my body.
Ooh.
I didn't realize you say my player name. I wholly agree. Are you gonna buy it?
I want to, but it's so rare and so expensive. But it's okay because I have a plan. I'm going to sell the rights to Liam Prom.
You mean your fanfic about an alternate reality filled with nothing but the iterations of Liam? Question mark, exclamation point?
Nice lore drop, by the way. Very natural. You see, this big name publisher came to me a few months ago, asking if they could adopt Liam Prom into an animated web series. I'm turning off this fucking camera. I was hesitant because Liam Prom is my baby, and I didn't want some soulless executives changing it to fit their needs. But if I want this lingerie, some sacrifices must be made. I'm meeting with some company reps this afternoon to discuss contracts and usage rights. I'm kind of nervous though. I'm not very business-minded. I barely understand mortal fascinations with coupons.
Why don't you bring me along? I got business experience. In our timeline, I have business experiences. I can help coach you through these meetings.
You do that? Thanks so fucking much. I have no idea you were a good business negotiator.
It takes one to know one. You absolutely aren't. What you are is willing, and I can emphasize willing to overstate your skills to impress your, emphasizing as well, hot friend.
Why don't we
Such
try
a
out
busy.
some negotiation techniques before the meeting? It'd be good to have a plan before we get there.
Dang, you always forget that overstating your skills usually require you to prove said skills. What negotiating technique will you suggest for Zoe's meeting? Think. Whenever she's interrupted, have Zoe stand up and look at the window and reflect a somber mood. The execs will be really impressed. Bring your negotiation rifle to give Zoe an edge in the bartering session.
Yes, your 100% discount. Without a license, you're still able to shoot people 4 times a day.
Negotiation rifle.
Ooh, hardcore. I like it.
Thanks, I grew it myself. You help Zoe practice loading a shotgun when it's time for a meeting in one of the community zones room.
Hi, I'm Bernice, and this is Marla. We're representatives from Poop, a Dippy subsidiary partnered with Bebo LLC. Well, isn't that a fun word salad? I'm Zoe, and this is my assistant.
Yes, hi, whatever. Let's talk turkey. We prepare to offer you a hefty lump sum for the rights for this Liam Prom thing of yours.
Wait, just a lump sum? You mentioned royalties in the email.
Yeah, well, the show holders didn't go for that. But our lump sum is still quite a generous. What are you doing?
I'm just cleaning my negotiation rifle. Don't mind me. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, if you take this deal, we'd have to... fuck. You have to...
I didn't realize you said fuck so many times.
I'm changing her voice. Okay. Well, if you take this deal, we'll have to agree not to write any Liam Prom spin-offs or create any...
Bang! The gun goes off, making everyone flinch.
Whoops, must have misfired. But hey, we all make mistakes, right? Right, but maybe you could not point the rifle at us while we talk? Why not? It's part of active listening. Pointing my gun at you shows I'm paying attention to what you're saying. Now,
So true,
let's
Bessie.
cut to the chase. I want 4% of the royalties for Liam Prom.
It's ridiculous. I don't know why you young artists think you can just waltz in and...
She's cut off by the sound of Zoe cocking the gun cocking the negotiation.
Can we compromise on 2.5%?
To start,
Once again, firearms prove to be a powerful bartering tool. Time for us to fuck up the game.
Michael, please.
They're all the
In
same.
my experience, the major arcanas are funny, and we don't talk about the stats.
Why'd you give it to Jason?
Oh my god, dear girl!
Because
See
you
that
were in a
on the top.
special outfit. It wasn't even a bad thing, okay? I did not do anything bad.
Yeah, I just get to see romantic options in a different
Yeah,
light.
Lena gets a nice visual.
Oh boy, I know I have to pick the stats, but they fuck me up so often. I'm just gonna do the Major Arcana No Mercy one again. Yay, Major Arcana No Mercy. Let's pass it to.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Pass it
Think
to
about-
Michael.
No, pass it to Sydney. I mean, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, that's right. Now you have to pass it forward.
The
strength.
strength. This item has what this game always needed. So, God, no!
Michael, you have to do the same thing. You have to do the same thing,
No,
Michael.
no.
Pass it forward, Michael.
You're right. I gotta
Pass the Arcana forward. Pass the
I gotta
Arcana forward.
You know the drill. Choose blindly and choose wisely.
Landmarks in love. Give it to Sydney.
This is
Bitch.
just you. This is just you. Honestly, I hate you, Michael.
You know exactly what this does. But sure, let's do it again.
Wait,
Classy.
no!
The
Yo!
community zone is now married to fortune. Upon entering, the amount of stats player receive will be decided by a dice roll.
Wow. You know what? That's not too bad.
It's because it was
See-
given to me and not If Michael got it, it would have been bad. He would have destroyed something. Now, be a dog and keep the line moving.
You know, he would be Southern.
Yeah, that's right.
Another day, another morning to devote to comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm.
Another day.
What's a reoccurring nightmare you have? I eat a very
Arg.
long sandwich. I feel like that's not a nightmare. I feel like that's a good thing. I fucking love food.
Yeah,
So
but it's a
that's-
recurring nightmare, and it's not even good.
Okay, but like, what if
It didn't
you
say
look
it's
at
not
the
a
chew
good
on it
sandwich.
and they're
It just
just
says it's a long
okay.
sandwich.
No, what if like no, but it's also like what if they're not letting you chew the sandwich and they're just shoving it down your throat, which technically is you eating the sandwich.
Diabolical.
I know.
I'm not gonna do spatial stats. I'm just gonna pick which one I like the best. Which is like either my legs being broken with a pipe or part of an arranged marriage.
With
Okay,
4
what-
people.
But what's wrong with the polyamories?
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with polyamory.
There isn't
I'm
something
just
wrong.
not
She's
polyamorous.
contemplating it.
So it's a nightmare for me because I'm not polyamorous, but I don't have a problem with polyamorous people.
My
How dare
turn.
you make more charming?
What is that intrusive thought you have to fight every day? The weird compulsive need to doodle big menacing wolf dogs. I think I've
Red
done that
Rocket.
before, but that is pretty cool. The intrusive thought of becoming an English major.
The compulsion to become an English.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah.
God, ever so often I wish to be a teacher, just not an
And there-
English one.
Since you have some time off, you decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan art.
Yay!
You draw Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative
Son
reinvention.
Goku?
Oh
Then you draw
yes!
Splash Kaboom, but a twist, you got boobs and name it Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll. Finally, you draw Mistletoe from Evangelion. You turn her into a green-skinned biochemical symbiote and make her blonde. And you also draw a
Yes!
second pair of boobs. You deserve
Yes!
creativity for your successful boob storming. Sometime
Yeah?
later, you're chilling in the hotel bar with Omen and Doug. The bartender brings you over your next round of drinks.
Thank you. These look delicious.
Doug, I'm quite sure that is not the drink you ordered.
I know, but it's fine. I don't want to bother the bartender.
Well, I do. Inadmissible. No friend of mine shall drink anything other than their preferred beverage.
Omen grabs Doug's drinks and throws it at the wall, shattering it.
Oi! You gave my friend a drink that he did not want. Shame on you and whatever unfortunate souls are sired in your despicable bloodline.
She's they asked for no pickles.
Now bring me pickles. Bring him a Bahama Mama with a silly straw, and if you get it wrong again, the next thing I shall shatter is your skull.
Really, my assertiveness. I wish I had your confidence.
Why, thank you, Doug. I quite like your penchant for giving me compliments. Penchant for giving me compliments. Yes, I knew how to say that word. One
Liar.
might even say it's liar pants on fire. One might even say it's your best feature. As for your wish to be confident, there are a few better ways to build one's confidence than a bar brawl. Observe.
Wait, no.
Owen throws a chair at the beefiest guy at the bar.
What did you say about my mother, you fiend? Have at thee!
She fights, clearly in her element. You're not worried about yourself either. You've got a pocket full of sand and a thirst for violence. Doug, on the other hand,
Crap. How do I make a fist? If I break my ribs, can I call a timeout? I don't know the etiquette here.
well, let's just say he's not a born fighter. But you still want to help his confidence, so maybe there's another way for him to participate in the brawl.
Okay, I can do that.
Eat my fist, you worthless swine!
Thwack!
Oh, you want more? I will happily oblige.
Crash! Bang! Sploosh!
Sploosh? What the hell? Says the poor schmuck Almond's beating up. How big a sploosh sound?
You dare insult my friend's choice in sound effects! I will sploosh you into oblivion!
Splat! New! Ring a ding ding.
After a vicious fist fight with more sound effects than a vintage Batman comic, Owen has beaten the shit out of pretty much everyone in the bar.
Ew. Indeed. That was invigorating. And Doug, your sound effects made it quite a bit more entertaining than my usual brawls. Thank you for that.
No problem. I was just happy to be a part of it.
Indeed. But could you please not tell the redemption arc program about this? I fear it will impede my progress. They were about to let me buy a second gun.
Don't worry. Once I get a few more of these Bahama Mamas in me, I don't remember any of this at all.
Good. Let us slap our hands together in celebration. I believe you call it a 5 high?
Close enough. Kaboom! Oh, Mr. Myrtle, you're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing. A spooky con staple as familiar to you as a merch table.
One day,
You're welcome.
you gave him the furries. You gave him the furries. Of course, Liam is the lesser known animal.
No, I'm a pangolin.
We've learned this through this
Right,
game.
Michael.
Someone,
Michael.
all right. One day, they lie in court. Sorry, I coughed off smoke there. One day, without this armor, that is all that I ask.
When you're asking for too much, the Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a
I
reason.
think they are in costume too, because you can see the stitches.
Yep.
It's just so itchy in here. Yeah, stupid reason. You try to take over the world one time.
I'm sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know.
Grumble, grumble. As if I'd even ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable, underfed eggplant!
And hey, Omen.
Bad century, more like it. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it.
Fingers crossed, she's talking about sex.
Yeah, I'm a bad dragon now. Alas,
No!
we
No!
have... Be ready. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times, summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. Ah, the halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible. But perhaps with your innovative ideas, could change that?
Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding on you.
Wow, chicken wow.
Someday, how can I summon an entity no magic required? Let's do a second one. Let's order pizza. What a perfect plan. Place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigan assistants.
We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately. Good. But while we wait for the pizza, we're going to pick a fight. Let us check out that biker bar.
What? Why?
Doug, my sweet summer child, my sweet, beautiful, handsome slime baby. A summon's main use is to provide aid in battle. That is the only way to test Damien's suggestion. Fuck yes! Let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen! Never have I ever had better minions. Takes a tear out of my eye. Or friend.
You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing it at a stranger.
That was my drink, you unwashed frog, fucker.
You want to fight?
Ah, what a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want. Eat axe, ye foul beast.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too, as soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom.
Pizza for Omen?
Yes, I command you to throw pepperoni at my enemies, lowly hireling.
Ugh, the things I do to get a tip.
Were you
Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face. Omen follows up by punching them because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Later, after the fight, you'll enjoy your victory pizza. Best spell side effect ever.
Go to where the dice is. I just want to do with the dice roll. Right after that, Zoe comes running up to you with Liam sauntering along behind.
We should go to Costco and get some hot dogs. Hey!
Costco dogs.
There's my favorite assistant. Ready for another episode of dealing with corporate bullshit until Liam Prom is sold and Zoe gets her Garfield lingerie?
Sure I am. But why is Liam here?
It's Liam Prom, not Magna Prom. Oh, uppity one. I've been hired as the official Liam consultant to make sure this all goes smoothly.
Someone clearly woke up on the wrong side of the coffin. Today, nevertheless, you tag along to the community zone, where the execs have rented a room for this meeting.
We have limited time, and time is money, so let's get right to it.
We're willing to offer Zoe the 2.5 royalties we discussed. We're also offering both of you an onboarding bonus and a free reusable water bottle. Wow, that all sounds too good to be true.
Because it probably is. What are we expected to give you in return for these things?
Nothing too big. Prop just wants to make this amazing story more, how do I put this, appealing to the average consumer. But doesn't Liam Prom's success speak for itself? Millions of people read it every...
We're not talking about that unmarketable Zoomers on AO4 and Tumblr. We're talking about real customers.
Yes, and focus groups have shown that the titular Liam's personality isn't exactly universally beloved.
Good.
In addition, Poop has acquired some new sponsors, and they'd like to incorporate some light product placement into the Liam Prom web series.
Blasphemy. I am not a product to be bought and sold.
Well, that's not entirely true. I'm literally selling your likeliness right now. But it's for a good cause. I need that lingerie.
So true, bestie, so true.
We'll make this simple. Which new Liam character would you be willing to integrate in order to appease our shareholders?
Delicious soda hand, Liam. Sexy bad boy, Liam. I sure love my cans in my hands. Sexy DM bad boy, Liam.
Oh,
Actually,
fuck
no,
yeah.
no, wait. Delicious soda hands, Liam.
Okay, it sounds dumb, but it's not dumber than some of my other characters, like Roadrunner Liam.
No, Zoe. Roadrunner Liam has very legitimate reasons to exist.
Nah, I literally just watched an old Roadrunner cartoon, and I was like, you know what would be even dumber than this? A Roadrunner with Liam's face on it.
If you sign off on soda hands, Liam, we have a soda brand willing to inject millions of dollars into the project.
If you would allow us to expand our merchandising sites and maybe even fund the Liam Prom dating sim, you want it. Liam! Like, obviously I would never do this if you weren't comfortable with it, but be honest. Have you really never dreamed of having soda for hands?
Liam looks at his hands in contemplative silence.
I suppose it could be useful. Especially if I was craving some soda. But wouldn't the cans just become empty after I drink the sodas?
It can be infinite soda if that's what it takes for you to say yes.
But that doesn't make anatomical sense.
Liam, we can make it work. They can be like testicles, you know? You empty them, but then they fill back up with more soda.
I guess that makes a sort of sense.
It's perfect. Just imagine it. We'll have billboards showing Soda Hand Liam giving a thirsty man a drink from his appendages, and a motto, as natural as any other bodily fluid. Get a taste of Liam.
You don't know you're gonna post a film for the soda hands Liam, but managed to build this.
No, toast that. Kill yourself.
Everybody choose a fictional character.
Ben
Twitter! Help me out real quick. Kinda.
I will also check social media for a fictional character. Actually, no! I literally, as I thought about that, I just thought of one. Echo. I feel like Echo would be able to save me.
Okay, no.
Like the underworld.
No, okay, first thing. Here's going to be turn to aliens. Okay, let me elaborate this. Okay, the aliens are higher intelligent beings like brainstorm and gray matter. And from there, some of them have healing properties that make them more able to do surgical tasks. Let's have multiple limbs that would give them more chance to do perform tasks. That's not a way. Look, I'm gonna bring aliens next to this. But characters like brainstorm and gray matter are definitely able to perform human chest surgery because they do have men's intelligence.
Also, surgery not about training too, because you have
Okay, but sitting. Training.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has the ability to like how it's probably a bunch of fixes someone. He has a whole community of people. And he works on everything like particular.
Echo from Limited.
Oh, okay, and that's why I was thinking. Yeah, I totally agree. What? I've only seen the second half season 2.
Second half season 2?
Only watched the end of Arcane.
No, I watched the second to last episode and the third to last episode of Arcane.
Anyway, Angel, what's your character?
I can't make it.
I would spend in my life.
I went to the Calcium Block.
Yeah, I think last. I think Echo, Jimmer. Okay, I think he is the only experience with the smarts with the.
I think he's smart. I don't know if he has a chest surgery.
The thing is, he's probably had to fix up multiple people and himself, and also he's pretty meticulous because being able to build it like outward, you know.
Yeah, but chest surgery.
I feel like he's probably a little bit better chance than Ben 10. He has no experience doing any of
Okay,
this.
Rob, you're overlooking the ability that Ben aliens do provide an experience surgery.
Just because you're smarter and have more limbs does not mean that you can do organized surgery. It's not the experience. You know, just did you have the experience doing surgery?
I'm just thinking that Ben 10, not even the show, there's probably a alien that can just do healing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that it's like, again, you're overlooking the library of like, obviously I do think the multiple limbs equation is wrong, but I know some of the aliens do have aliens have an understanding of performing the task of chest surgery because the Ben 10 Ben 10 is aliens that are able to activate the higher knowledge that Ben probably has inside his own brain, like memories. So Ben's memories over.
Does Ben have memories of doing surgery?
No, I think so. In the passing memory, probably like looking over like, yeah, over like understand the concept of
Say something complicated, just say that he has an alien that has healing factor.
yeah, that's exactly
Alright, boom. I'd say that has more than Echo, despite his smarts and being able to rewind time a few seconds. He's already
Okay, alright. I don't even know what I'm going for anymore in this game.
You're
going for
aren't
Doug.
you going for Zoe?
You're right, top right. Hot dog. I said top right.
He knows what he said.
You immediately.
Listen, I have bad sense of direction.
I literally in that quote said top.
I have a bad sense of direction.
Free will is a lie, according to Sydney, I guess.
Listen, I said, oh yeah, you're on the Zoe route, and you're like, that's right, top right. So my brain just thought you were saying. I need you guys to just take the game yourselves.
We
So
we have a rigged chess master.
I'm sorry. I need you guys to. I should like maybe put like a remote play or something so that you guys can control it yourself.
All right, hot dog, the redemption arc program.
Well, it's a bit boring, though. I get it. We're no saints, so it makes sense to try and make up for all our evil deeds. A bunch of us meet up to discuss stuff and do exercises and all sorts of things Liam has prepared.
Glad you all are working on exerting meaningful changes on yourself.
Totally, but sometimes it can be a bit of a chore.
I can imagine. Change takes effort.
You betcha.
What?
Because
You're my
when we're
mama?
redeemed enough, we can pass on to the second part of the program, which is much more epic. The idea is to become a sort of mercenary squad with the goal of
Hot dog.
helping the Coven. We'll be redirected. All that power that we harness for evil, now we purpose to save the world.
Okay, then that does sound epic.
Right? For now, it's just Liam and I that will soon go into the second part. The rest have to go into the meeting to prove they're reliable.
You're an advanced student.
Of course, I'm acing the redemption arc program. I was the most villainous of them all, and now I'm the top redeemed, top of the class. They look as grumpy as usual, but I think the company is excited to have one of the old ones on their sides, even if my powers are severely thwarted.
Maybe hot dog. Maybe that's what finally tipped the balance in favor of mortal kind.
Gosh, I hope so. I also hope we got cool Coven-like uniforms. Imagine that. Oh, Magna. I just thought, if I become Coven adjacent, would that count as being a magical girl?
Oh my god, that'd be so kawaii. Maybe.
No, I don't.
For what it's
I just
worth.
think the Coven is like goth girls, and to be honest,
For-
I don't like the goth girls in this game.
Man, there's another voice in my head. That's insane right now. For what it's
The
worth,
voice inside my head calls me a stud muffin.
Voice in my head
oh.
is telling me to get a fucking hot dog.
For what it's worth, you're already a magical girl to me.
Oh.
You spend the following hours brainstorming magical girl catchphrases for Zoe. You feel safe, knowing she'll soon be protecting the world. The effort I spend arguing to be first just to be not get my choice.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad with left and right.
Chopsticks are the hand you eat with. Oh, but I'm left-handed. Put me in bottom left. Come on, Zinni, you got this. You got this. Bottom left, Zinni, you got this. You got this.
Okay,
Bottom
this
left.
one.
Bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom left. Come on. Bottom left. Yes. Yes. It's the museum.
What's the one thing you hope Grandpa never asks you?
To wax his balls. To wax his balls,
world-
100%.
Hey, Sonny, would you mind waxing my balls? They're a bit of a jungle down there, but I'm sure you can find your way around.
I would kill
I can't
myself.
shoot myself.
What would make the NBA much more entertaining? Clearly, players playing on all fours to make better displays of their beautiful physiques.
Yeah.
Their asses, if you will.
Hey, Magna. Before you go off and do some hijinks, can I borrow your legal expertise one last time? Today's the big day. I'm signing a contract to sell Liam Prom and buying a lingerie. If you have any clothes to steal, I might let you see me in it. If you'd be into that.
Yes. no.
You follow Zoe like a horny duckling into a meeting room. Where is the hose?
Hey, there's our favorite little rising star. We had the contract here for you. We're even put sticky notes where you need to sign, so you don't even have to read it. Wow, that's so convenient.
Zoe, I think we should read the contract.
Oh, you think so? Good thing you're here.
You and Zoe, was that a fucking hot dog? You and Zoe spent several minutes reading the contract. It's not great.
I see my 2.5% royalty included here, but why does it say it'll be paid out in Liam coin? That's our new patented cryptocurrency that it'll definitely probably appreciate with value, maybe. And what's this clause about an arranged marriage with the Princess of Monaco?
Oh, that's not for you. Bernice, your team must have mixed in some pages from a different contract.
Whoops. Yeah, definitely not for you. We'll have my intern fired and replaced by Monday. Is the clause about consenting to live in the publishing's office basement with the other content farmers also a mistake?
No, that one's for you. The upside is that it offers a hybrid work from home schedule.
Your home being the basement, of course. We just tiled it. Ooh la la. I don't feel like I should sign this contract in this state.
Perhaps you can make some compromises, but be aware that you won't get everything you want. That's just the nature of business.
Yeah, I guess, but still, some of these clauses are straight up whack. Magna, which one do you think we should get rid of?
The one stating the corporate hot dog retains the right to Liam, not the IP, but Liam himself. You're not ready to say goodbye yet. The clause that states that Zoe must eat a tuna sandwich as part of a marketing strategy. Everyone knows Zoe hates tuna sandwiches.
Is it Zoe? I thought it was Zoe.
I pronounce it Zoe too.
It's Zoe. I'm just being weirdly particular. I've fallen into this voice. I hate this. Once again, free will is a myth.
That one actually wasn't like complete accident. Like I did not even mean to touch anything. I put my hand down.
Larp! If Cindy is lying, summon a hot dog and strike her down. God, I was really hoping it would
yeah. What the fuck? I didn't even know it worked over here. It's on my fucking number pad, bro.
Touching a button to begin with.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to touch it. I just meant to put my fucking hand down.
She decided to play the game for me.
Again.
That's 3 times. Oh my god. What a surprise. We're buying the rights to Liam Prom, which is based on your friend's likeliness, ergo, we're buying Liam. I feel like Liam should get a say in that. At the very least, I could call him.
Zoe rings Liam and put the phone on speaker.
Greetings, Zoe. Did you sell the rights? I'm chilling a bottle of wine to celebrate with you.
Not quite yet. There's a clause in the contract stating that if I sell Liam Prom, the corporation will own the rights to you. Like, you.
What the fuck?
That's what I said.
Not as bad as it sounds. It simply states that our company would manage Liam in any of his future creative endeavors. No way. You cannot tame a creative beast such as I. I refuse to be yoked by big court.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not signing this if the clause remains unchanged. You also have to remove the arranged marriage clause and the Liam coin thing right away.
Okay, fine. Let me call our lawyers and see what we can negotiate.
Of XQ speak and legal is later.
So, we're in agreement. Our company will retain the rights to Liam when and only when he begins a career in professional basketball.
Fine by me.
I still say that's kind of absurd. I have never and will never develop an interest in playing professional basketball.
Then you shouldn't have any reservations about signing this, should you?
Little did Liam know that clause would be deactivated not much later, but that's a story for another day.
Oh my god, Monster Con 5?
We did it, Magna. I'm so fucking pumped. Let's cash out this check and buy the Garfield lingerie stat.
Yes, your mouth is watering at the thought of getting to taste Zoe's lasagna. But good things come to those who wait.
I'm actually so sorry, Michael. Like, that's 3 times I've done that to you.
Not allowed to have free will.
I'm so sorry. As the con draws to a close, you've been getting a lot closer to Yang Yang. She decided to invite you to her apartment tonight.
Hi. Come on in.
She leads you to her living room. You notice that the room is covered in handmade blankets and her wall art is made of upcycled cans and bottles. Also, her TV appears to be a puppet show stage with sock puppets dressed as the Seinfeld characters. Your decor is interesting.
I like it when I make the Jerry Seinfeld puppet kiss I forgot the other characters' names, but I'd like it when they kiss. Do you love it or do you love it? I made it all myself.
Including the sofa?
Especially the sofa. But please don't sit on it. The paper mache hasn't finished drying.
Oh, okay.
I'm really into DIY projects. Why buy what you could make, you know? In an era of hyper-consumerism, it's way more ethical to make your own clothing and furniture.
That's your best.
And it's more fun! I'd rather have a one-of-a-kind self that made of glue and shredded newspaper than whatever IKEA is rolling off the conveyor belt.
I feel you. DIY is awesome, and I love a lady who's good with her hands.
I'm definitely good with my hands. Ah, thanks. What sort of DIY projects do you like?
You were just trying to butter Yang Yang up. It's not like you can actually do anything with your hands. But now she's all hyped, so you can't backtrack now. Trying to impress her with your DIY hobby.
I like the no explanation for that second one.
The implication of the second one is funny.
Wait, I think I've heard of that. There was a thread about it on DIY Freaks forum. Let me look it up.
Yang Yang takes out her phone with a DIY crochet case and starts searching.
Here it is. Hold on, they're talking about what? Sex?
Haha, yeah!
Oh god, oh god.
I never thought about it, but yeah, I guess sex is basically a collaborative DIY project to make a baby. Or to just make an orgasm. They can be a project in... I thought that read projectism or projectasm. That can be a projectasm in of itself.
Okay.
How do you... Okay. Oh my god, I almost caught myself making a mistake. Continues to make it.
Lucky for you, I don't
It's never going to
mind
be a real word. It's not even going to be in Urban Dictionary.
if you know what I mean.
So, would you be interested in crafting with me someday?
Maybe, but probably without the making a little person part.
Sounds good to me.
So wanna snuggle and watch my favorite show?
On what?
I wanna
Snuggle
watch
on what?
the one with...
Your couch is not usable.
I wanna watch the Seinfeld puppets make out again.
Sure. Turns out what Yang Yang means by watching her favorite show is performing all of Seinfeld from memory with her sock puppets.
Afterward, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it until you realize that she's actually right in front of you arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true.
What about a half day? I shan't even remove the full suit. Just the cape.
Oh man, we've been over this. The answer is no.
Come on! I am doing a compromise with you. Instead of simply bashing your skull in, is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person?
I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the coven would ever agree to it.
I have
Ayo?
ways of making them. Like, baking a delicious batch of cookies with practically no poison. Anthrax isn't poison. That is what nice people do. To persuade others, right?
Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later.
Wait, you are not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance?
We'll see. Don't get your hopes up.
Too late. Damien, good news. Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One day I'd definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual I use to cast a raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conjuring kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve?
Oof! That's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. Let's do the first one. Yay, weekend at Bernie's! After asking Omen for some time to prepare the spell, you call your favorite shenanigan assistants. Hey Damien, is it something about needing to borrow a skeleton? I kinda attached to this one, but... Nope, not necessarily. I've already got 25 skeletons. I just need your help making puppets out of them. Where did you get 25 skeletons?
Doug, you're asking the wrong questions. Are we talking marionettes or ventriloquist dummies, Damien?
Any and all. You three do necro arts and crafts until Omen returns to the hotel room. Surprise!
What? What is all this? It's a skeleton army. Doesn't it tickle your... Wait for it. Buddy bone! I mean, I suppose, but why are they all tied to you three via various strings and pulleys? Did you engineer this strange bone puppet contraption, Damien? No, we made it. It's our weekend at Bernie's.
Nico, you just sat there making skeleton puns the whole time while Damien and I glued rib cages together.
Irrelevant. I say, what do you say, Omen? Want to take your army to pillage a mall or something? Thanks, but no thanks. In fact, I came to say that after some thought, I decided to make peace with the fact that I cannot recreate my grimoire spells perfectly anymore. It's okay. A century has passed. It's only natural that times and I have changed.
What a drastic, sudden change.
Okay, can we still show you the funny skeleton dances we practiced while we waited for you to come home?
Doug. It would be an honor to witness it.
You, Nico, and Doug animate your skeletons into a dazzling dance routine for Omen's enjoyment. Oh boy, the last day of the con is here.
Rebecca, who do you want to go with?
I guess Zoe. Free will is alive after all.
Hooray for
Yay.
Oz. None of them diabolical. And I'm going for Omen.
How dare you want me?
Check out our
I'll step-
comic.
Strike! Instructor Carlton, an office worker who rediscovers a passion for bowling. As a kid, he was a rising bowling star who stopped playing after he got hooked on Wii Sports. Now he's back, but he can't win
Why would he
alone.
stop? On Wii Sports has bowling.
Yeah, right?
Finn joined the Big Ballers, a small team with big dreams and tiny balls. He soon realized that while the team members lacking experience, they have the most essential skill to become bowling champions, knowing everything about fingering a big ball.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Together they prepare for the big bowling championship. The stakes are high, because if
But I'm
they
higher.
don't win the trophy, they must collectively marry a woman named Margaret. Who the fuck is in the sound booth? I heard you. Alright, will these underdogs be capable of being the Wolfpack, the all-time bowling champions? It will be hard, for that legendary team has a fearsome edge in actual education.
Yes.
We're rooting for you, big ballers. Finger those balls.
If your leader doesn't show up in the next 15 minutes, your team will be disqualified.
Ha. Guess that stinky fish is a coward after all.
No, Finn isn't a coward. He's just waxing his bowling balls.
You'll come. You'll see.
You can't even accept you're done. Give up.
We never give up. Sorry I'm late, guys. We gonna play or what? Finn made it. But now the team will get penalized by being forced to play on all fours. Can they win under such conditions?
I love how he's spinning the fucking bowling ball like a basketball.
No, he isn't. It's just a shine.
I'll show you. I'll show you. And you didn't ask any of her friends to go to the party with you because Yang Yang already stolen your heart.
The con after party? I'd love to go.
To sell her fucking shit, isn't it?
They wouldn't let me book a zine booth there, but they can't stop me from selling them out of my pockets.
So true, Bessie, so true.
The after party was awesome. With your help, Yang Yang ended up selling all her zines in the first hour. Mostly to people who wanted you to stop shoving zines in their faces. She spent the rest of the night in a great mood, and that night she took you home, and well, let's just say that all those hours of knitting and stamp licking have given you her many skills in the bedroom.
You finally gathered your courage and asked your beloved to go to con after party with you.
The after party's tonight? Oh man, I wish I could go, but tonight's there's a party to celebrate the reveal of the upcoming Liam Prom web series. You're welcome to come to that if you want. After all, I couldn't have happened without you. You totally made my dreams come true.
I'm an assignment, Chan. It was an honor to help you bring Liam Prom to the next level.
What? Oh yeah, that's cool, but I'm talking about my dream of owning the limited edition Garfield lingerie. Maybe after the launch party I could show it to you?
Yes, please.
Wanna taste my lasagna?
Ah, Zoe, what a woman. She's many things: a geek, a best-selling writer, a Garfield fanatic, a former deity of destruction and despair. She's loud, she's confident, and she's unapologetically her weird, wonderful self. And most important, she's a freak. In
Hubba.
bed. Hubba hubba.
You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first.
Damien!
Oh.
You will never believe this! Liam actually convinced the coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that the tedious fucker would actually be good for something? This should allow me to channel
Hello.
at least some of my power.
That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first?
Actually, I decided not to cast any magic.
But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off.
It was, at first, but now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. Talking about having sex with you.
Ooh.
Blush emoji.
Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in.
Of course you are.
Good heavens. Considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great mode. You can't believe they gave up their chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought? Or maybe they're just hornier than they are people. Either way, it's a win-win.
We did
Me and Jason are
it.
fun like that. We like repeating the past. Before we knew it, the con
Didn't
had
mean to.
ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire hot dog ago.
Shut up.
All sorts of misadventures took place. Entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. I realized I don't have free will.
I'm
Jason
sorry.
realized
Oh my god.
thing, and Sydney feels guilty about everything that's happened. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. We did not see April once during this entire game. But
Not at all.
but as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, we still wouldn't see April. These people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid.
Yeah.
It reminds us that even as the years go by, we will always be ready to start.
Monster Prom 5?
There's technically still the snowball game between Miranda and
Doug.
yeah, I don't want to go, guys. The one character we didn't see throughout all this.
That person's
Like,
not real.
it took me a moment to realize we really did not see her at all. Like once.
Not a real character.
Oh, what's
Also,
going
again,
on?
shout out to the fact that me and Jason just did anything you already saw.
It's okay.
I know, it's
I should have
funny.
told y'all that the note thing, like the paper stuff, is specifically like for ones that
See-
you've already seen.
Uh,
Oh, I had no
Yeah.
idea.
That would have probably helped us in our decision earlier, in honesty.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot.
Believe it.
Well, hey, that's something to keep in mind next time.
Yeah, note it for next time.
You guys love my inconsistent character voices?
It was extremely
Yeah.
consistent.
I feel like the closest consistency I had was I forgot her name already.
Omen?
I'll just say Zhang. Zhang,
Yang?
yeah, Yang, and
You were not consistent with Yang. What?
I was mildly consistent. It just took me like a line or two to get back
Yeah.
to like.
Gosh, I should be a voice actor.
The most inconsistent really was Nico though.
Nico was
I did not
Nico
realize-
was a different person every single time you voiced him.
I was trying to make like I kept throwing the mix of trying to sound like Brandon Rogers, my protagonist voice, but like that little peppy in there.
Mm-hmm.